Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been quite some time since I made a YouTube video. So I started asking everyone on my Instagram for topics and ideas that you guys would like me to post about. One of them, I'm gonna cover what I can. But I will be getting into everything that you all asked me about, and I will also be posting a new about me video just because I feel like my life has changed so much from the last time that I did an about me video, and I would like to reintroduce myself to anyone who's new to my page or who I just became friends with or things like that. So one of the biggest accomplishments that I just happened to hit this last week was I broke my plateau. So I dropped from 161 to 157 in a matter of 3 to 4 days. Now, a lot of people, I got a comment saying that that's very unhealthy. However, bikini preps are usually not considered healthy. So it's normal. It's normal for what I'm doing. And then, like I said, I am competing to be in a bikini competition in April. So the goal is to get smaller. So what I mean by smaller, it doesn't necessarily mean staying the same size I am. So these biceps are gonna get smaller. So are my legs, so is my shape. But that's okay because, like I said, every category is different and they're looking for different builds. And the one that I am trying to compete in is a much smaller frame. That's just what I prefer. Now, if I wanted to do like a fitness category or something else where it requires more build, more muscle, then I would be very concerned about the rate at which I'm losing the weight. So just to clear that up. Now, I lost 4 pounds within 4 days, and these are the top 4 things that I changed. One thing that I changed is I'm drinking a lot more water. So every time I feel like I'm hungry or I'm craving the basic stuff that I love to eat, Cheetos, tacos, tortas, everything, corned beef, everything, I have water. And I don't just drink a little sip. I chug until my stomach feels like it's gonna explode. That helps me feel full, and it helps me avoid satisfying that craving. A lot of the reason why I'm avoiding these cravings, again, I'm trying to get smaller, I'm trying to get leaner for my show, so I do need to cut out all the saturated fats, all the unnecessary ingredients and things that are in Cheetos, tacos, fried foods, things that are not made at home where I know exactly what I'm putting into. So with that being said, as soon as you start cutting out eating out from anywhere, and that means Waba Girl, that means Subway, that means all those healthy places, that tofu bowl, all those healthy things that you think are healthy are actually very high in sodium. Now remember, your body likes salt, so it's gonna absorb it and retain it as fat if you're having too much of that saturated sodium, as opposed to having like a meal prep spice that has 38 grams or whatever amount of sodium for that spice. So just to make it clear, don't eat out at all, anywhere. Even if you say it's healthy, don't go. If someone invites you to go eat dinner at a restaurant, take your food. If you really want to lose weight and you're trying to get smaller, then you need to cut out everything else and just cook for yourself or order from a meal prep service. So that's what my next step is to do, is I'm going to integrate a little bit of the foods that we make at home for my family. Plus I'm gonna have a couple of meal preps in between. That way I don't get tired of eating the same foods, because we cook the same spices. That's just what we like. But then again, I get tired of it and then I don't know how to make certain things. So blending it in with some meal prep will be perfect. Now I also take supplements. Before I get into what I take, You guys need to understand 110% that supplements do not work if you do not have a clean diet. So, or exercise routine. So if you have a great diet, but you're not exercising very well, it's also gonna be kind of tricky to lose the weight and to keep your strength. So I don't wanna lose all my muscle, but I do wanna slim down a little bit, okay? So I don't want this large frame that I have. I want a much smaller, more petite frame. Now, second of all, like if your drinking habits, as far as like consuming sodas and diet drinks and whatever other stuff that you feel is healthy, if you're not controlling that, you're getting your carbohydrates from your drinks. So do you want to eat your carbs or do you want to drink them? Because I personally don't get full off of drinking carbs. So it's up to you, you know? My personal preference is just to stick to water because it'll help me feel good. Plus, it'll help my metabolism keep going throughout the day, which will help me burn more fat. So, with that being said, I take Trim B first thing in the morning. This works a lot like coffee does. So for those of you who are coffee lovers who say you can't get rid of coffee, here you go. This is your coffee replacement. Now, those of you who say you love coffee and you can't get rid of it, you don't have to get rid of it. The only thing you need to do is clean up what you put in your coffee. So no sweeteners, no healthy sweeteners, none of that stuff. Because even though it's healthy, I bet you if you read the ingredients, it will have a list like this. These are warnings, but it will have a list this long of ingredients that are just called AKA crap, AKA fat, AKA just gonna stay stuck to your body, make you look fat ingredients. You don't know what they are, you can Google them, look them up, learn what every ingredient is. That's the best way to learn, but I doubt anyone will have time to do all that or even want to do all that. So, clean diet followed by Trim B supplements, because these help you burn fat while giving you energy and boosting up your metabolism, making you feel full faster. So throughout the morning, I have less snacks, or I have actually more snacks. Have my lunch between 2 to 3, 4, and I'm good until the end of the night, or until my shift is over, or until I'm ready for my last meal. Now, a lot of people avoid eating past a certain time. Your body doesn't have a time. Like when you sleep, your metabolism is working double time because you're asleep. So your metabolism runs faster, I want to say. Maybe it's the wrong terminology, but when you're sleeping, your body is still burning fat. So you just don't want to eat and then go right to sleep. Now, that's going to be rough on your stomach because you're laying down sideways. Your metabolism is not running the way it should as when you're standing up. But your body has no time limit. So I get off at 9:30. I don't get to eat my last meal until about 10 o'clock. And yet I'm still losing weight. That's just because I'm exercising enough to where my muscles and my body needs the carbs. It needs the protein. It needs the food, no matter what time. Plus, I don't go right to sleep right after. I chug a lot of water, help my metabolism start running, stay up for an hour, maybe half hour, 1 hour, maybe a little bit more, and then I get to knock out. And then the next day, I'm fine. Take my Trim B, take a nice good poop in the morning. That's how I know that my body is responding well, and that's how you lose the weight. But just so you guys know, if you are trying to lose weight, you're probably gonna lose muscle too, depending on how fast you do it. So if you're not trying to do a bikini competition, if you're just trying to be healthy for the long term, just trying to find a routine, I would suggest that you start off building that muscle. So you need to find an exercise routine where you're not doing too much cardio. Being a cardio bunny is gonna make you look like a little stick figure, like a little palito. No shape, no curves, and I'm telling you guys from experience. I used to do Zumba 5 days a week, 6 days a week, but my legs and my body was just flat. I had nothing, no shape, no nothing. Which is something that I don't want. As a woman, I don't want to have no shape. I want to have curves, I want to have strength, I want to have muscle, I want to be able to carry things, take care of myself, open up bottles without my husband, you know, like you gotta build that lean muscle. Building that lean muscle is gonna help you burn body fat. So take your time building muscle. It does take a long time to build muscle and then to also maintain it. That's the hard part, because once you build it, you can lose it right away, depending on, like I said, how much cardio you do, or how your diet is, because your diet aids in building that muscle too. Your muscles need recovery. How else do you expect to build something? When you exercise, you tear apart your muscles. Your muscles are like this. When you exercise, you tear them apart. This lactic acid is released, and if you don't replenish it, if you don't bind them together, your muscles stay like this. It's harder for them to go back like this without the proper nutrients. You want this and then some. You know what I mean? So you need to have protein-packed foods, carbohydrates that are going to help that process, and good fats. Fats are important, so you don't need to do those fad diets where you cross carbs out, you take fats out, whatever. I'm not doing that with this prep. I'm trying to do this the healthier way. That way I can keep my muscle, most of my muscle, but still burn body fat, because I work really hard for it. And that's how you lose weight. I lost it fast, like I said, because I'm doing a bikini competition, but it is not the healthy thing to do. I need to put that out there. I know I'm very excited, and I was really hyping myself up, because this is hard. Bikini prepping is super hard. You can't have wobble girl, versus when you're on, just regular lifestyle, you can have it once in a while, once a week. That's totally fine. But I'm trying to compete. I'm trying to be shredded. I'm trying to be lean. I'm trying to win my show. Not just compete. I want to win. In order to do that, I have to really give this prep my all, which means limiting myself and just cutting out everything from the world and just eating everything that I cook at home, or super clean foods. So you gotta find like a middle ground for yourself. And like I said, not everything is something that works for one person is not gonna work for everyone. So try different things, hire a coach. There's macro calculators. If you Google macro calculators, something will pop up that'll tell you exactly how much of what you need to eat based on how many times you exercise, or what you don't exercise. Even if you don't exercise, you can still reach your fitness goals, guys. Like, obviously you're not gonna get stronger because you're not exercising, but you can start off that way and then build muscle. I recommend building muscle as you're burning the fat, because that's the healthier way. It may take longer, but it is a whole lot healthier to do that than to do what I'm doing, which is a bikini competition. Now, if you want to compete, girl, you gotta go hard. You gotta really cut out, like I said, cut everything out, cook your own food, prep it as clean as you can, avoid the ketchup, avoid the salsa. And I'm preaching it because I'm guilty of doing it. But once I cut that stuff out, that's how I was able to lose the 4 pounds. I wasn't having ketchup. I wasn't putting salsa on my chicken. Now I am, because I'm thinking, wait, I'm losing that weight fairly quickly. Should I be concerned? Or maybe there's some leniency where I can add a little bit of flavor into my food, So I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to figure out my routine. You gotta try what works best for you. Go cold turkey in that shit if you're trying to compete in a bikini competition. That's the best way to build those good habits and to make it easier on yourself in the long run to be able to lose all the weight you want to lose. More than anything, don't worry about 4 pounds in 4 days. As long as you feel good, you're losing inches on your waist. I'm gonna be an extra small on my waist. Guys, that's ridiculous. I'm 157 pounds, 157 pounds. And I still have a really small waist. That just comes to show you how much good eating habits and how fast the weight loss is coming, plus the muscle that I'm building, is really all working in conjunction together to help me reach the goals that I have. Now, I never wanted to be an extra small. I was cool with the small. But the fact that my small is fitting kind of, loose, that's very encouraging. So go cold turkey. Like I said, if you don't know exactly what to do, you can download my Fitness Pal. It's the best app ever. It's helping me figure out what works for me. And that's the only way you're really going to know what works for you, because what works for one person is definitely not going to be the thing for you. Everyone's body is different. Just like we all look different, it's just another fact. Like saying the sky is blue. Your body is totally different from my body. So figure out what works for you. Trial and error. That's the best way to learn. And don't be afraid to fail. failures are a learning tool, you know. And if you're not open to learning, you're not gonna get to where you want to be. That's done deal. Okay, I hope this video helps, guys. Comment, let me know what you think, and tag your friends. Subscribe.